Awakening with Brahmakumaris. Namaskar and welcome to Awakening with Brahmakumaris. Namaskar.
Om Shanti.
And welcome to Going Beyond.
Thank you so much.
Sister, I usually write something on FB. And what today's morning thought, can I share it with you?
Sure, definitely.
It says, we normally get to a state of mind according to the situation. But if we can take the inspiration from examples like the incense stick under all circumstances and spreads only that, also the candle or a lamp which is full of light, that is what it radiates. So it is important to connect to our strength at all times.
Beautiful. Even if we have to take just this one line for the day, it can do wonders. And if taken for one day, this line can be our way of living. It's today what happens mostly while during the day, it says our state of mind has become dependent on situations. So what happens when we are in the field of relationships, that the way someone behaves with me, I automatically start behaving in the same way. If someone talks nicely to me, I will also talk nicely back. If somebody respects me, then I will respect them back. If somebody just turns their face and walks away, and I said, it's okay, then even I don't need to talk to them. And I turn my face that side and walk away. So where is our own personality, our own nature? Our personality has actually become only a reflection of their personality. So what will happen is, very soon, I will start losing my own qualities because I'm only reflecting theirs to them.
It's just like an actor acting the way you act. The next film with him, the other, I copy him, copy them, copy that. Where is the originality of as an actor?
Absolutely. Huh? So beautiful. And somewhere down the line, if we have to just stop and think, what is my nature? What are my qualities? And like it says, what are my strengths? And if this is my quality or it's my strength, am I using it every time? Because like so beautifully put, the incense stick, the candle. Now, whatever is its quality, one is to give fragrance, the other is to give light. And which means, put them anywhere in the world. Put them in any situation, they will not give up their property.
Anywhere, anytime, any circumstances, any situations.
Any person.
But they are their original.
They are their original. And remaining in the spirit of their original, they're making a contribution to where they are. But if they lose their original, one, they will be uncomfortable, and two, they will only add to the darkness or to the stink which is there. If the incense stick stops giving the fragrance, it can only do one thing, either be a part of the fragrance or be a part of the other side.
Or live in the
other side, yes.
Yeah.
You know, at times it could happen that, let's say even an incense stick, suppose it's put in this huge jungle, and this jungle is stinking absolutely right now. It's horrible smell here. And we put this incense stick. And someone will say, this incense stick can do nothing.
But at least for a small area?
Let's say it can do nothing. Even if we think that it can do nothing to change whatever here. But still, it doesn't give up its property.
Oh, I thought you'll say that if many more join, or at least a portion of that area it clears.
If they do, they do.
But it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. This we have to take care, because of course, definitely it will do. Definitely it will make a contribution. Definitely it will have an impact to whatever and whoever is there. But even if we look at the worst case situation, because many times we feel we are in the worst case situation where our being in our original quality is of no use. It's not possible because everything and everyone around is very challenging. Like, let's say somebody's quality is honesty. And just everyone in their department, in a particular office or in a particular corporate sector, just nobody believes in it. Nobody even feels it works. And in fact, people start feeling it's a weakness. And they can actually ridicule the person and do all sorts of things against him. So then that person is single in an environment where everyone and everything is against his own quality. At this time also, it's important. My honesty need not necessarily make others honest. And my honesty may earn me a lot of, let's say, ridicule and a lot of criticism from people around me.
People may call you just weak, man.
Whatever. People can also criticize. People can also put obstacles so that the other person either leaves or gives up his quality.
Yeah, to that extent.
To that extent. We see, that people get transferred and people are put in the most challenging situations just because their honesty has become an obstacle for a lot of people around them. So in today's time, when the tide is in another direction altogether, values can sometimes be very challenging.
Sometimes.
Yeah, okay. Times, yeah. But then at that time, it's very important for that individual to remember that my value is my strength, even if the world thinks it doesn't work. That's very, very important. Even if the world thinks it doesn't work, even if no one is around me is using it, it's my strength. Let me not give it up. But what happens is sometimes we get frustrated and we just get tired of everything that we have to face around us, and we say, okay, forget, this doesn't work in today's world. And sometimes our own honesty can become a cause of pain for us. Our value can become the cause of pain if we don't have power with the value. Honesty is value, but I also need the power to tolerate.
Otherwise you get tired.
Yes. So with a value, I need power, and second, I need humility. Sometimes people can become very egoistic about their values.
That's a very, very important
and
thing.
They will carry that kind of an energy about them. Oh, I am honest, and just look at all these people around me. They are just no good, they are liars, they are cheats. Look at me, I'm so honest. Now, a value with ego actually means a value with weakness. And then the value will not work.
Beautiful. Value with ego
will not work.
A value with weakness.
Yeah, and
value with humility.
Yes. Even if they don't say it, it's there on the mind.
Yeah.
And that radiates to everybody. Now this is an energy of resistance. Their value and their feeling superior of having that value. And it can be any value, even a simple value like punctuality. If I'm punctual, and another 4 people around me are not. If I'm sincere and another 2 people in my family are not. If I'm clean and tidy and another person is not. It can be because that other person will have some other values.
And when that fellow comes late, some will look at the watch, some will say something, some will hurt him.
If I can have a sanskar to come on time, I will also need to respect. That's why the value alone will not work. If I have a sanskar to come on time, then I will also have to respect that another person has a sanskar to come late. And it's only a sanskar. But if I resist that sanskar by creating this feeling of superiority, then the other person will also become like this. And then we get that energy from them, which is very negative. So values always work. But like you said, you have to retain them every time.
No matter what.
No matter. This is something very important which we have to write for ourselves. My value, unconditional. Not my value.
But I like that other line of yours, with humility, because it's so easy.
Yes.
So easy to just drift away from being honest and being a person of virtues and values and all that. Just to say to ego.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to remember that, look,
with humility and with power to face the challenges.
Doesn't humility give power?
Yeah, but humility is one thing. Humility means I respect my value and I respect what others feel. But power I need to face challenges that might come because I may be a single one using that value.
The power you get from getting connected to the Almighty, the power, the main power.
Absolutely.
Through meditation.
Absolutely. We met someone who had to make big deals worth crores and crores in where he was working. And where he was working, the instruction from the senior was that, you have to get this much cut for the office, for whatever, getting this deal from this particular person. And now this person stuck to his thing that I will not work in this manner. And he really managed to do that throughout his career. But then the other thing that he had to face because of that was people junior to him were promoted faster. He was not given that opportunity to grow and do all those things. As a result of that, after some time, he went into depression. Now, this is very critical. If my value should not become a source of weakness for me. So when I choose to live my life by a particular value, I also have to take the responsibility that I am choosing to live by this value, and with this value will come certain other challenges. But it's a choice that I am making, that I prioritize my value. And when I prioritize my value, then I should be ready to face anything that comes in it. Then I cannot get depressed, because if someone else is moving ahead using some other means and I'm using honesty and not moving ahead, then I have to tell myself that I chose honesty, and because of which it can happen, for a short term, it can happen that outwardly I might not get the same progress speed, if situations are like that. But same time I need to remember that inside I'm a very happy, contented soul.
But he's earning much more within.
That's all. That's to be remembered. But what happens is, because we're just seeing everything outside and we see, look at those people, they're moving faster, and sometimes the family can also put pressure. What are you doing? Look at those people, they've made these big houses. Look at their children, they're studying in America. What are you doing sitting here? We have nothing. Pressures from lot of spheres. So this line is very, very important to be remembered. Value, irrespective, unconditional. Of course, this is in big things, but small things. Let's sit back today and choose one value. Only one. Don't need to take up a whole list. Select one value which we feel this is my property, this is me. And then add a second line to it. This value, every time, everywhere, and with everyone.
Everyone, everywhere, everyone.
3 words. Every time, everywhere, and with everyone. Not situations favorable, I'll talk sweetly, and situations not, and I'll go loud.
And forever.
And forever.
Because when we become weak, sister, the mind, starts playing so many things. Or you say, okay, if you can't fight them, join them.
So it's very important that my value is my strength, it's my compass, and I'm going to live my life with this compass.
Another C.
Yeah, another C, the compass. Like on awakening, we have talked very often how anger can be very damaging, how anger can create a lot of conflict inside, outside. And so we kept on sharing about, let's try and use love as the way to work. Love, compassion, understanding as the way to work, and work wherever you are, whether it's at home, whether it's at work. Use love irrespective and with everybody. Now, many of us are trying this. Situations can be very challenging, and most important, there are a lot of people around us telling us this is not the way to work. And because sometimes when you use that way to work, it doesn't immediately get results. It doesn't. Outwardly, immediately, it doesn't get results. And then we give up very soon. Like, let's say, if I have to use the way to work is with love, irrespective of what is the problem outside. People are working, people are not working, people are sincere, not sincere. I'm not to get angry. If I make that my mantra to work with them, I will only do it with love. Now, sometimes, because people are used to working in a different way, you can be taken for granted. People might not listen to you initially.
They just say that he's so eccentric.
Yeah, whatever. We get to hear all kinds of words, everything. And this, if you work like this, nothing will happen. Things will shut down. People will not listen to you.
Those are the days gone, are the days of Mahatma Gandhi.
Yes, people will exploit you. Work will get affected. And then they will start teaching us, because in spirituality, there is a very wonderful thing that we learn, a balance of love and law.
Love and law.
Love and law, which means love and discipline. Okay, now it's one thing to remember this, that yes, a discipline of love and law. And then when we start using it, we start using law more than love, because it's easier to use law. Law means getting angry, shouting at them, being very authoritative. Love and law, power. So when we see this word balance, love and law, then we need to remember law with me and love with everybody else.
That's a nice one. Law with me and love with the other one.
If I want to use discipline, if I want to use authority, if I want to use control, then that is for me.
And that you become an example.
Yes. No, and most important, law means nothing should go wrong here. This is law. Become lawful with yourself.
So,
and when you will become lawful with yourself, will become loveful with the world.
So easy to do the other way around.
Other way around.
I'm lawful with the others.
Yeah.
And
loveful to yourself is like, let's say for example,
I'm correct. I'm right.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And if I shouted at them, it's okay.
I'm doing it.
This is loveful to yourself. It's okay. Don't worry. You got angry with them. Their mistakes were like that. And if you wouldn't have got shouted at them, they would just continue making that mistake. Good. So shouting at them
is very good.
And very easy with yourself. This is how we took the equation. Lawful with others, because they are the ones who have
easy to say that, well, I'm doing for their good.
Yeah, and for the work.
Yes, you don't spare the stick.
Yes. So this is how we are not even aware where the balance shifts to the other side. And because it's a very deep-rooted old sanskar to use anger, to use aggressiveness, to use fear as a motivator for people. You know, we've seen people who go to the extent of don't appreciate others. If you appreciate them, they will stop working, they will not grow, they will take the liberty. Oh, okay. Always be a little critical. Because when you criticize, people work better.
Never be satisfied.
Yeah.
Even if you are, don't show them.
Yes, don't show them. Now, these are belief systems which need to really, really, really be checked and challenged, because they're not giving us the right results. Whenever fear is used with people, whenever anger is used with people, we suddenly see another kind of an energy. You know, you'll suddenly see that if somebody enters into an office, the boss or the senior person, with that energy of anger or assertiveness, everything just seems to start working. Maybe people were not working before and everybody will run to their desk and switch on their computer and everything. So it kind of gives an outwardly feeling that work happens when this person is around. You know, this person manages to get work done. But we're just seeing a little bit. Yes, it appears that work is happening because there is this turbulent kind of energy which starts getting created. You know, the hustle bustle, everything seems to be moving. Whereas if somebody walks in with a very calm, loveful attitude, you'll find people are also very calm and relaxed.
Loveful, but do they work?
Now it's better less to speak about it and better to try it. Does this work? Because when you just hear it in theory, it just seems very difficult. But it really needs to be tried. Does it work? It 110% does. It's just that it works more than what we ever thought it would work. Because it works first inside. It works inside, then it comes outside. It may take a little longer. It may. But what it creates is another environment altogether, because the focus of this leader now will not be on getting work done. And that's why today in the industry they're talking about leaders being servers. They are supposed to be serving the team. They are supposed to be like a mother to the team, empower the team. When we talked of IQ and everything was working according to IQ, then the focus was on getting work done. You know, get the work done, come what may. And if the work was not happening the right way, then the boss could do anything to make things happen the right way.
Then came the EQ.
Then came the EQ. And EQ means people are more important than work. Work will be secondary. An emotionally intelligent leader, work will happen, but the responsibility of the leader, any leader or the father in the house, is to take care of the state of mind of the team. Now, to do this seemed challenging in today's environment, and then came the next concept of spiritual quotient, that unless you have a spiritual quotient, you won't be able to implement the emotional quotient.
Yeah.
Because what was happening was, to implement the emotional quotient, if people said, okay, I'll be loveful and I will not get angry to get work done, then they were doing it outside, but internally turbulent, because they were suppressing their anger, stopping that aggressiveness, but talking very sweetly. This was emotional quotient. Loveful outside, but spiritual quotient, yeah, they'll fall sick. Not only they'll fall sick, it won't last for very long. After some time, it will just blast. First blast inside and then outside. But spiritual quotient means strength inside, values inside, grounded inside, power inside, not anger inside and then peace outside, but peace inside and then naturally outside. Love inside, no effort to let it flow outside. That's why spiritual quotient. And so every leader of the team and every individual can become that incense stick, irrespective of whichever environment we are. Let's just stick to our values. Let us stop reflecting people's behavior back to them.
Not only values, sister, I think we kill our personality and our originality. Supposing I am doing a remake of another language, I always used to tell the producer, never show me that movie, because I might somewhere copy that actor.
How sweet.
Maybe even his one gesture. Just tell me the story. But no, sir, you must see. I said, no, I want to be my original.
So beautiful. Now just let's put this line today and you can put it on your Facebook tomorrow. Let us be our original.
Yeah, but original doesn't mean that that angry and all that. Now, from your point of view, what we are telling is our originality is that peace, love, knowledge, and compassion.
It's so
and
important.
So many things. And if we keep on killing ourselves, or killing our personality each time, so how many times a day will I die?
Exactly. And then after some time, I wouldn't even know what's my personality.
Confused.
Even on simple things. We've talked on deeper things. Simple thing. Did they wish me on my birthday? They wished me on my birthday, so I have to wish them on their birthday. It's a have to. They wished me on Diwali, Christmas, so I have to wish them. She didn't wish me this year, so I don't need to wish her.
He didn't come for my son's wedding, why should I?
Exactly. So it comes from these gross things.
So much weakness,
It's not weakness. We're losing our individuality.
Killing our personality. Let us use stronger words.
Let me see if I feel like doing it. Do I feel like wishing somebody for their birthday? Then I should wish them whether they wished me or not. Irrespective. But it is, they did, so I have to do it. She gave me this much as the gift, so I have to do this in return. So then even when we are doing it, it's not because we want to do it. It's because they did it and so we have to do it.
I will do it my way. Let them do what they do.
My way also with the right intention. One could be my way because this is my position. My way because this is my social status. I will do it my way because I feel like doing it. This checking I have to do, because there could be at times that I don't feel like doing it, but I'm doing it this way because of a lot of other factors. Now let me start checking my way because I feel like doing it. My way because this is what is radiating from me out. Then that is my way. If we could just play with this one line today. What's my way in every situation?
Let my way be a way of love.
Absolutely.
And actually with love,
Yeah.
everything else solves. Everything else follows.
Automatically. So let's use one value today. Only one.
Shall
Not
we?
more. Not more. Just one. And everybody just needs to sit back and choose that one for themselves.
Shall we choose this one way and do a meditation for the end of this?
Let me sit back and let me look at myself, reflecting people's behaviors and thoughts to them. I was disconnected with my own self. Who am I and what's my nature and personality? Somewhere I had forgotten. Let me take a pause. Go deep within. And from that core of the being, find my original quality. One quality, which is my nature. This is my property, irrespective of situations and people. This is who I am and will be today, everywhere, every time, and with everyone. Let me see myself today, an embodiment of my quality, at work, with people with whom I thought it was a challenge, while getting work done, with children. Let me see myself using that quality in action. Every time, everywhere, and with everyone. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, sister. Thank you.
Thank you.